To help Anton? What? Well, you jump over the gilded railing into the fighting pit. You disobey me! What do you have to say for yourself? I'm not sorry. Excuse me?
This channel is not intended for children. Please monitor what your kids watch online.
Hello, Miss Amores. This is Kirby Marie here. How are you doing? Have you missed me?
What is that?
You don't know who I am?
Nope.
Probably must be the beer. Oh, you guys are always so silly. Anyways, welcome back to some more The Crown and the Flame 2.
Yes!
As usual, would appreciate if you guys would subscribe to the channel, ring the bell to get notified about the latest videos. Also, drop me the like button. It helps a lot. And leave your comments and your thoughts on this video or anything in general. So last episode where we left off, in Kenna's perspective side, she and the crew met Adair, who is Raiden's sister. And it turns out that she almost killed us, but we managed to convince her to help us. She helped us a little bit, but she will help us more when we stolen Princess Zenobia's necklace at the ball, which is filled with a lot of bodyguards and everything. She just wants us to die or something. And then after that, in Dominique's perspective side, we were training with Say's grandfather, but unfortunately Dominique apparently did not pass the test, and the grandfather did not want to train him further just for one dumb mistake.
Wow.
And so Dominique was pissed, and he didn't have time to waste because there's literally a war coming, and so he decided to go to the mountains himself to train however he can to find his dragon and be able to help Kenna and the army. He confronts Rose, Tristan, Margaret in the spirit world. He also confronts Gabriel. We also get to see a little bit of how things would have turned out if he was married with her as a princess, or if he was married to her even if she's not a princess or whatever. And yeah, a lot happened. And then in the end, Dominic finds himself and that himself is pretty much a dark version of him. So that's about it. Anyways,
my god.
Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let's get to it. Chapter 9, The Shadow. In the spirit world, Dom faces his most deadly opponent yet, himself. Meanwhile, Kenna's companions must avoid detection at Zenobia's ball. Now playing as Dom, after entering the spirit world alone, you're confronted by a shadow apparition, a dark and twisted version of yourself. What are you? I am the perfect form of you. You without emotion, without weakness. Tremble at how powerful I am. He instantly conjures a fireball and hurls it at your face. I shoot fire back. You summoning all your power, you conjure a fireball of your own and shoot it forward. Ah! The two fireballs collide in a huge explosion of a flame between them. You're stronger than I gave you credit for. If you're what I become, then I'm going to have to make some serious personality change. Enough chit-chat! He disappears in a cloud of dark tendrils. Over here, Dominique. You turn and he reforms in an instant. His cold hand snaps around your neck, lifting you up into a chokehold. I thought you of all people would put up more of a fight. You feel his grip tightening and the world growing dim. This isn't who you are. Remember who you love. Love? I don't love anyone! He grips around your neck loosely briefly, then grows even tighter. You do love someone. You love Kenna. I loved Kenna once, but that was before. His grip once again loosens to his point where you can almost slip out of it, but he catches himself and it tightens yet again. You can feel leaving your body. You can feel life leaving your body. Do not think you can trick me into letting you escape. You may think you know me, Dominic Hunter, but you know nothing. I know that you do anything for Kenna. I do know you. I know that deep down you are me, and that means you still love Kenna because I always will. Kenna is my true love. His eyes glaze over. He lets you go, falling to his knees and burying his face in his hands. I do love her. I don't know what I told myself I didn't, but I don't know who I am anymore. He stares at you and slowly his body evaporates, the pieces scattering off into the wind. That's one way to make an exit, and that means now it's time to make mine. As you close your eyes, you hear a familiar sound of faint chirrup in the distance. It can't be, that sounds like... I forgot what I named my birdie. I guess I'm gonna put him Hockey, I don't remember. A moment later, a glowing shape materialized into Hockey, a white light halo around him. Aww. I've missed you so much, Hockey. Hockey takes a tiny step forward, stretching his feathery neck out. You crouch down, ruffling his feathers. His head feathers? What? I didn't see well. You were just waiting here for me, weren't you? Aww. Hockey looks up to you, a sadness in his eyes. Waiting to say goodbye. Aww. Hockey nuzzles his head against your knee. You notice he's holding a tiny fiery orb in his claw. He crouches down, preparing to fly away. Hockey is gone forever, but the spirit world and the real world have mysterious connections. Whistle to gain a new ally and a new pet in the real world. You whistle to short blast. Hockey nods enthusiastically, dropping the orb into your hand before flying away. Aw, bye, Hockey. Goodbye, old friend. You stare into the orb and find yourself back in the real world. You climb out of the volcano, resting on the slope lip unscathed. I did it! I passed the test! Inside you see the fiery orb nestle into a crack in the volcanic rock. But that can't be! Hockey gave that to me in the spirit world. With a burst of fiery red light, it splits open, revealing a blazing phoenix. Oh my god! Whoa! You look just like Hawk! Well, except for the whole on fire thing, that's new. No. So you remind me a lot of Hockey, but you're also clearly something new. Maybe you should have a name too. I'm going to name him Blaze. Or her. I don't even know if it's a he or her. I'll call you Blaze. How's that? Aww. Blaze nuzzles against your side, the fire that emanates from him warming your skin. Anu approaches stunned. That's a phoenix! They are legendary among our people. One hasn't been seen for thousands of... He reaches out to touch Blaze, but catches himself turning to you as he straightens up. You disobey me! What do you have to say for yourself? I'm not sorry. Excuse me? You didn't think I had it in me, but I did, Anu. I went to the spirit well in lava and I survived. You are reckless, and your recklessness will be your downfall. But I cannot deny that I was wrong. Clearly, you possess more control over your emotions than I thought. Does that mean you'll train me? Yes, against my better judgment. I will go into the spirit world with you. I will teach you the final step toward finding your dragon. Now playing as Kenna, Zenobia just announced the entertainment at her ball. Prisoners fighting to death in a pit. This is barbaric! I had hoped we would not have to witness such brutality. Annalise stopped short, letting the Likos nobility push past her as they jostled each other for space around the fighting pit. I can't watch this. I knew the Neraki's family was cruel, but this? Raiden puts his hand on her shoulder. I know, I wish none of us were here right now, but we have to act like we belong. He's right. It's sickening, but we must play our parts for now. Ada wants Zenobia's necklace, and we need Ada's help to stop Hex and overthrow Zenobia. We just have to be careful not to expose ourselves to... You didn't need to be so paranoid, Helene. I'm going to get more wine. Looking over your shoulder, you realize the crowd around you has thinned, and Zenobia and Helene are about to walk right past you. Must you cling so close to me, Helene? I don't need you. I don't need two necklaces. My only thought is for your safety, Your Highness. At least we must hide if Helene recognizes us. No. Blend into the crowd. Grabbing Annalise, you push her ahead of you into the mob and spectators. Raiden moves ahead of her, gently nudging nobles aside to clear your way. It's okay, they won't spot us in here. Just keep moving forward in the middle. You all work your way forward, shielding yourselves from Helene's view as she and Zenobia walk behind you. I'm so pleased Duchess Leandra could finally come to one of my parties. She's been so much more fun since her husband died in that... What did we decide on? A hunting accident? Helene, are you even listening to me? Yes, Your Majesty. I just thought I saw someone, but never mind. I already forgotten everything you just said. Come, the first fight is about to start and I still need a drink. They walk away out of your earshot. Thank goodness, I'm sorry, Kenna. I completely panicked. You did fine. I'm just glad you're alright. The crowd cheers as the side doors open and two captives steps into the pit and begin fighting. One thing that is less alright, as long as that fearsome woman's attentions on Zenobia stealing from her will prove very difficult. Then we'll just have to distract Helene. I've seen that look on your face before. Don't do anything rash now, my lady. Don't forget, she's seen your face before. You gesture at your gilded mask. I'm covered, remember? What are you up to, Kenna? Just be ready to grab that necklace when the moment's right. Leaving Annalise and Raiden behind, you make your way to the edge of the fighting pit downside. Inside, the two captives circle each other, their clothes blood-caked and their bodies sweaty.
Oh my god.
Oh, I feel dirty just being here. What kind of person actually enjoys this? Your eyes move to the other side of the pit where you see a dark-haired woman leaning casually against the gilded rail. Hex! Could that woman be Hex? She looks like just like Whitlaw's description. Hex takes a small leather-bound book out of her pocket and starts scribbling inside. Zenobia appears beside her with a drink in her hand, Helene close behind. If I can't get over there, I might be able to see what's in Hex's notebook and distract Helene. You weave through the increasingly rough, rowdy crowd of cheers spectators until you're right behind Hex. You sure you don't want to drink, Helene? Combat's twice as thrilling when your head's spinning. I'll pass. You stand on your toes trying to get a glimpse of Hex's notebook. Hell, she's too tall, I can't see over her shoulder. Ooh! What do I do here? I'm not gonna try to grab the book because she's writing on it. I guess pretend to be interested in the fight? Excuse me, could I get by? I'm afraid I can't see a thing. You edge your way into the inner circle. Oh goddamn, I pressed by accident. You pretend to be absorbed in the brutal fight below, clapping and cheering as one of the captives sinks his ass into the other shoulder. Did you see that? I swear I heard his bones crunch. Hooray! Well done, finish him! You look down at Hex's notebook and see a sketch of Dom with his brand clearly rendered and labeled. What? What does that mean? You clench your shaking hands into fists, rage boiling in your stomach. I don't know what this means, but if she hurts Dom... In the pit below, guards escort the victor out of the tough side of the door, followed by servants dragging the mangled bodies of the loser. Everyone, I have an exciting announcement. Our next fight includes a very special guest star provided by my good friend, Hex. Zenobia leads a round of applause as the next two fighters are brought out. One of them wears a strange metal device on his head. Oh, is that Anton? Yeah. Begin! The man wearing the device springs forward, his face contorted with inhuman rage. Ah! Bright flames explode from the man's hand, incinerating his opponent in seconds. Hex has found more fire wielders, and she's controlling them. From your vantage points beside Hex, Helene, and Zenobia, you stare as the blackened remains of the previous fighters are dragged away through a side door. Very efficient, Anton, but perhaps we should slow down a touch and give these kind of people more of a show, A new challenger is brought in to face fire-wielding young man. What? Master Anu, help me! In the pit below, the new challenger edges towards Anton, weakly brandishing a club in his trembling hands. Anton moves for him, snarling, then stops. No, sorry, please. Anton, the opponent, takes advantage of his confusion, desperately swinging his club. His blow catches Anton in the chest, knocking him down. Yes, finally some drama. I can't just stay back here and watch. This is too cruel. I know what I have to do. Okay, Chapter 10, The Pit Fight. Kenna must pull off a daring mission right under Princess Zenobia's nose, while Dom struggles to master his emotions and finds his dragon. Now playing as Kenna, at Princess Zenobia party, you're watching in growing horror as Anton, a fire user forced to fight in the pit, gets knocked to the ground. No, I won't do it. Won't kill. That poor man. I can't just stand here and watch him die. Oh, he's just going to lie there, Hex? I thought you said this Anton was something special. Perhaps he's developing a resistance to the treatment. Hex must be controlling him with that device on his head, but he's trying to break free. I'm suddenly very bored, Hex. I have a mind to dispose of your new pet myself. Zenobia glares down at Anton with growing displeasure, one heart absently stroking her necklace. Scanning the edges of the room, you spot Raiden waiting in the shadows. Okay. I have to find a way to distract Zenobia so Raiden can grab the necklace. But there must be a way to help Anton at the same time. What? Jump into the pit to help Anton? What? Well, let's hope and see what happens. Ah! You jump over the gilded railing into the fighting pit. Oh my! You roll as you hit the floor, springing up between Anton and his attacker. Back off! Frightened, the other prisoner looks up at the nobles clustered around the pit. Go on then! Kill her! The prisoner swings his club at your head. I should duck and counterattack. You duck under the club and dart forward, punching the prisoner sharply in the stomach. Sorry about that. The prisoner stumbles back against the wall, gasping, and clutches his stomach. He drops his club on the ground and you pick it up. The crowd starts booing and shouting. What's the fun in a fight that doesn't end in death? And where are the damn gods? You kneel beside Anton, who is lying on his side, clutching his head. Anton, right? Can you stand? But have to burn it, burn! Oh, but burn the blue-eyed man. Wait, say, he's seen her, and Dom. Anton, where did you see this man with blue eyes? Did Hex take him too? Burned. I burned him. I heard say Hex took them. Dom's still alive, but Hex is holding them prisoner? Master Anu, the lake of lava, he freed them both. But he didn't free me. Rage suddenly twists Anton's face and blue flames flickers across his hand. Behind you, the locked door in the side of the pit bursts open and the two guards come in, rushing out at Anton. Get away from me! I should jump out of the way. You jump aside, barely in time to avoid a blast of fire from Anton's hand. But the guards behind you are not so lucky. My soldiers! I'll get you new ones, Helene. Now get down there before that woman ruins everything! You look up in time to see Helene vault over the railing. She lands between you and the door, straightening to tower over you. Surrender quietly and the princess may be merciful. No, I won't. Kill her!
Wow!
Helene scowls. She takes a step towards you. Helene, you don't have to do this. It's not up to me. I do as Princess Zenobia commands. She lunges forward, swinging her massive broadsword in a deadly arc toward your skull. You raise your club to block. Ah! But Anton rolls to his feet and throws a huge fireball at Helene. Ah! Helene plants her foot and pushes sideways, spinning out of the fireball's path. I have no wish to fight a prisoner, boy. Do not thwart me. Now this is getting good. Hex, your pet may live to see another day after all. Anton looks at you, then at the door, which Helene is no longer blocking. Run! You flee through the door, dodging past the smoke corpses of guards. You dash past the fighters holding cells and sprint up narrow stairway. Eventually, you circle back around to the main stairwell where you find Raiden and Annalise waiting for you. That was quite the distraction. Tell me it paid off. See for yourself. Take the necklace. Oh, Raiden, badass. Breathtaking. No wonder Ada wants it so badly. So we can leave now, right? Because this is without a doubt the worst ball I ever attended. Yes, now that we got what we came for, we should leave immediately. The sound of objects crashing and shattering against the ballroom wall echoes up the stairs.
My necklace!
Yes, let's leave right now. Why'd I find out which of you sniveling vermin stole my necklace, Helene? What do I pay you for? Soldiers, lock down the grand hall and you two summon the main castle guard to sweep the grounds. Find the thief! Stuffing Zenobia's necklace into the hidden pocket in your dress, you sprint down the corridor away from the ballroom. This way, I remember seeing a side exit. You turn a corner and stop short, the exit blocked by two guards. Halt! No one's supposed to leave the building. Intimidate them. Get out of the way now. And why should we do that, girl? You walk right up to the guards. When you speak, your voice is ice. Because I've killed so many of your Navraki Lakis, I've completely lost count. The guards take an anxious step back. Who are you? I am the one who will bring this castle crashing down, piece by piece with my bare hands, starting with the two of you. The guards look at each other for a split second, then take off running in opposite directions. Kenna, that was positively frightening. Look, I'm shaking. I figured this way would be more discreet than screaming and running. Indeed it was. That was very impressive and I'm really impressed. Now, let's take our leave before those guards come to their senses and raise the alarm. Leaving the castle grounds behind you, you hurry through the streets of Lycos. Finally, we got away from that dreadful place. What do we do now, Kenna? Now we deliver the necklace to Ada. Let's hope she's as good as her word. Guards suddenly leap out of the shadows, grabbing Raiden and Annalise. Kenna! Two guards rush at you. With a quick slash of Ada's fang, you cut them both down. Helene steps out of the shadows, her broadsword drawn. Another guard stands beside her. Kenna Reese, I should have known it was you. Uh-oh. If you want your friends to live, you'll return Princess Zenobia's necklace now.
No thanks,
If I
bro.
surrender, Zenobia will kill us all. There must be another way. Is this how the legendary Helene Leventis fights now? Threatening to kill unarmed women and cowering behind soldiers? I thought you had honor, but I understand if you're afraid. Just one scratch from this dagger and you'll be choking out your last breaths on the cobblestones. Kenna, don't be foolish. You may be the fiercest warrior I know, but you're hardly equipped to take on a fully armored foe with a broadsword. Foolish? Raiden, she killed Gabriel. A regrettable thing. Regrettable? That's what you call what you did? I watched the man who cared for me my entire life bleed to death in my arms. Tell me, Helene, why you do it? Gabriel respected you. He thought you were better than the Naraki's family. How could you kill him? I was only doing my duty. He understood that. Oh, so it wasn't your fault. That's a coward's excuse. You want the necklace so bad? You want to follow every one of your evil master's demands? Come on then! It's not my place to question orders. What Princess Zenobia does bears no reflection on my honor. Keep telling yourself that. You hold Ada's fang out, the blade glistening in the moonlight. This is madness! Helene approaches, her broadsword steady in her hands. I can't watch! Helene cocks back her sword, preparing to swing it. Dodge and count. I don't know, I guess dodge and counter? You roll under Helene's sword as it narrows swoop over her head. Huh? You pop up and stab upward towards her face. She catches your arm and pulls it down, your dagger scratching a long jagged line into her armor. A craftier attack than I expected. It's not over. You lash out with your other arm, punching Helene in the face. Oh! She steps back, stunned, then shakes it off. You move to attack again, but this time she catches you with a swift elbow to the head. You stumble dizzy and fall to a knee. Helene's sword rests on your neck. Do it! End my life, and with it, a rebellion that you know is right. It's my duty. When did your duty become sending the good and righteous to their graves? It's not for me to decide. I've already given my loyalty. Loyalty isn't something you give to the nearest ruler, Helene. Loyalty is earned by leaders who inspire you to follow. But I don't command you, do I? Follow your oath, coward. Kill me and bury me with the last scraps of honors you have left. Helene stumbles back, your words hitting her like a hammer blows. No, that's not I. She looks away, tightening her grip on her broadsword. Then she catches sight of her soldiers and shakes her head. You may be right. I am a coward. I swore an oath to serve King Luther every time I interrogated the innocent, every time I roasted them for their homes. I told myself I was being noble, following that oath. Killing Gabriel woke me from my stupor. That wasn't noble. That wasn't honorable. Her sword falls from her hands, clattering on the cobblestones. I've lost my honor. There's nothing I can ever do to regain it again. Helene, there's still a way. You should fight for us. What? If you really want to atone for killing Gabriel, then continue his work. Fight with us. Take down the tyrants who took advantage of your honor because they have none themselves. Helene stares at you for a long moment. Slowly she picks up her fallen sword. Then she throws it to the helmet of the guard holding Annalise. Spinning, she cleaves the guard holding Raiden in two. Raiden moves to attack the third guard. Wait! She's with me! Raiden dagger stops inches from the guard's neck. A lucky day for you indeed. Helene offers you her sword handle first. Too long I have done terrible things for so-called noble reasons. I would be proud to serve a ruler with integrity. Oh, Helene has joined our alliance! The handle of Helene's sword and smiled. And I'd be honored to have you fighting by my side. I know Gabriel would have been. Plus, if that means never having to fight against you again, fantastic. I am not relishing this headache at all. You fought well. It's not often someone gets a hit in against me and lives. Now I must go. There are more soldiers in the castle guard who will follow me and join your army, but I need to get them before Zenobia discovers my desertion. I promise you this, on the day of battle, I will return with 100 trained soldiers.
Thank you!
Until then, Helene Leventus. Until then, my queen. Helene sheds her sword, bows, and turns back toward the castle. You watch her go until she fades into the shadows of the street. Kenna, are you alright? Honestly, I have no idea. Helene is a complicated woman. I'm just glad I have the chance to confront Helene. I couldn't be her, but at least I made her face up to what she's done. I'm glad that's all over with. Anyway, let's get this necklace to Ada quickly. I don't want any more surprises tonight. No, my queen, but surprises rarely wait for when you want them. Come on, Ada's waiting for us. At the top of the tallest of the Black Spine Mountains, Fire Master Anu has agreed to complete your training in the spirit world immediately. He steps into the lava and gestures for you to do the same. Wait, I just came from the spirit world. You want me to go back? You're determined to find your dragon, are you not? I am. My bird. Then prove it. Show me what I failed to see in you before. You purposely step back into the lava, concentrating on protecting yourself from the heat. You're about to face your final test. You must learn to detach yourself from all emotion. About that, when I was in the spirit world just now, I fought against myself. Only it wasn't exactly me. It was someone who claimed to be me without emotion, and he was absolutely terrifying. You're worried that if you follow my guidance, you'll end up like him? Yes, personally, I don't think creepy black shadow tendrils really suit me. The spirit you saw, he is not you without emotion, Dominic. He is what you will become if you continue to hold on stubbornly to your deepest connection in this world. You're saying he's the opposite of what he claims to be. I am. Anu. I completely agree. I defeated him by making him remember his connections to this world. Your instincts were correct. This is why, difficult as it is, you must detach yourself from all that keeps you here. I will, Anu. Good then. We can begin. You close your eyes and find yourself in the spirit world once again. This time Anu is by your side. In front of you is a large set of double doors. Step through your final test, but be warned, this will not be easy. I've gotten this far. I passed all tests. I'm not planning on turning back. You reach forward and push open the doors, and the world shifts. Stars become candlelights. Empty space transforms into hard walls. A stormhold throne room. In the center, Kenna stands unarmed, surrounded by Neraki's guards. If only I had my sword. Kenna! You start to rush forward, but Anu holds you back. You must be detached, Dominic. It's the only way. Get off of me! Kenna's in trouble! This is not real, Dom. You shake off Anu and run forward, conjuring a flame and roasting the nearest soldiers. You pick up the dead soldier's shield and rush into the fray back to back with Kenna. Dom, what are you doing? Something stupid. One of the soldiers rushes forward, attacking low. Okay, I'll block high. You lift the shield. Then smash his helmet with your shield. One of the soldiers rushes forward, attacking low. Again? What the Dom, how dare you? You keep your shield low, blocking the soldier's strike. You crack his head with your shield, knocking him out of the cold. Who else wants to die? Behind you, a soldier grabs Kenna a moment away from slashing her throat. I should burn him. Without hesitation, you send the fireball right into his face. One of the soldiers rushes forwards, attacking high. What the hell? Okay, block high. You lift your shield up. Blah, blah, blah. Is that the best you got? 3 soldiers suddenly leap forward behind you. I should blast them all? You spin and throw a massive fireball that sends them off flying. The burnt fallen soldiers litter the ground around you. You stand with your raised chest beating. You see what you're interrupted by marching boots thundering down the halls. What is that? Another wave of Neraki soldiers pours into the throne room, twice as many as before. There are so many. Dom, it's alright. It's over. We've lost. We haven't. I killed those soldiers. I killed these ones too. Dominic, control yourself. You prime a fireball in your hand. I am in control. Remember, you must be detached. The soldiers begin to march toward you. How can I be detached when Kenna's in danger? She's not in danger. She's not even real. The words echoes in your mind. She's not. But you quickly cast them aside as soldiers near. No! I'll never give up on Kenna.
Bruh.
Now playing as Kenna, after stopping by your camp to change out of your disguise, Raiden leads you and Val to a crooked, filthy alley. This is where we're meeting Ada? Good thing Annalise stay at the camp. She'd be having a fit right about now getting her shoes dirty. Raiden walks up to a door beneath a wooden sign carved with a single curved fang. He knocks once on the door and it swings open. In here. You step through the door and in a room lit by dim lamplight, the hard-faced bartender directs you a table in the far corner where Ada sits waiting for you. Well, look what it is. Did you have a nice time at the ball?
No.
Nice isn't the word I would use to describe risking our lives. Come on now. From what I heard, you blended right in with the Lycos nobility. My own spies had a devil of a time picking you out of the crowd. Let me know if this war doesn't work out for you. I may have a job opening.
Bruh.
Ada signals to the bartender who pours 2 glasses of red amber liquid from a dusty bottle. She brings the glasses to you and Ada. What's this? Call it a token of my favor. It's not every day I see actual talent in someone I haven't trained myself. Alright then. Let's drink. To bringing down Zenobia Nevrakis. She certainly had it coming. Ada clinks her glass against yours and you both drink. But enough with pleasantries. Did you bring what I asked for?
Yeah.
I did. You toss the necklace onto the table. Ada picks it up and turns it in her hands, watching the gems sparkle in lamplight. Zenobia's necklace, as promised. Very good, very pretty. Too indistinctive to sell as a whole, unfortunately, but the sapphires will fetch a good price. Wait, you're going to sell it? If all you wanted was money, why in the three hells didn't you just take ours in the first place? I thought you said this was personal. Oh, it was personal. Look over there. Ada notes to another table where a scarred older woman sits nursing a large mug of beer. I owe that woman my life, probably 5 times over. She's the best assassin I ever trained and she had a date with the gallows tomorrow. At least she did until some big ruckus at the palace drew all but the 2 of the gods from Zenobia's dungeons. My god, we were merely a diversion?
Wow.
You were telling me you didn't even want the necklace? You just used us so that you could free your friend? A few dozens of my friends actually. Zenobia's coming home to an empty dungeon tonight. Ada. That was so ingenious. Ada smiles. Nice to know my talents are appreciated. Now you all perform admirably. I believe I owed you something in return. I should say so. If you want to win this war of yours and the wars ahead, you're going to need more than soldiers. You're going to need spies, assassins, and rogues, all sorts of stuff. If I or my network can be of assistance, you only need to ask. Thank you, Ada. Your people will be invaluable. Don't forget you also said you could help us place one of our people in Zenobia's castle. I did, and I can. It so happens that Zenobia is in need of a new handmaiden after the last one disappeared. Well, that's not suspicious at all. What, did Zenobia throw the girl down a well, or maybe you did? Details. Needlessly to say, I have the connections to make it happen. Not only this handmaiden have free run of the palace, but she also have the access to Zenobia's herself every hour of the day. Perfect. How soon can you get me in? Oh, you can't be Zenobia's handmaiden. You're far too recognizable. Did you miss the part where I just spent several hours around Zenobia and she had no idea who I was?
Bruh.
And did you ever speak to her? Ever look her into the eyes? Zenobia's a willy one. Queen Kenna, she'll sniff out your true identity faster than you can say. How do you like your tea, mistress? Now, we need someone else, someone she wouldn't expect. Like who? Ada's eyes come to rest on Val and she grins wickedly. What are you looking at? why I'm looking at Zenobia's new handmaiden. Alrighty then. Alright, well, as much as I would like to continue this episode, I am definitely going to be ending it here. But thank you guys so much for watching this episode. If you really did enjoy it, drop me the like button. It helps out a lot. If you're not subscribed to the channel, would appreciate if you do. Also leave your comments and your thoughts on this video or anything in general. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Love you, appreciate you, and we'll see you on the next one. Goodbye, guys.